Good morning. How are you? I hope that you can see me. It says my connection is weak, but I have just landed in Beirut. I'm in Lebanon. So good evening to Australia, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever it is that you are. I've just literally landed and checked into my Airbnb with the wonderful host Sana, and I'm just sat on her balcony checking out the Beirut skyline, and I've had a bit of a chilled out couple of days really. Go couple of weeks in China, and I've just been chilling out and writing, and I saw some amazing things in Hong Kong which I've just written a blog about, so you can read about that later. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is my faith in humanity, because are you there? I've had to come inside. And now that the connection is back, I feel like I just need to stand right here. So I'm in the Airbnb, and the Wi-Fi looks good on my little indicator up the top, but Facebook Live is telling me your connection is weak. So I hope that you can hear this. If not, I will just chat to myself for 10 minutes and hope for the best, really. So what I wanted to talk to you about is my faith in humanity, because I have been relaxing for the last few days and I haven't been in and out of churches or mosques or any of that sort of stuff. I go to Dubai to visit Abdel and to relax and chill out, and that's certainly what we did. We ate lots of good food, and we went out into the desert, which was awesome. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I've just been writing, and I've been writing so much because I've been going back through my notes and making profiles of people that I've met, and consolidating information that I've learnt about different religions, and my insights into the cultures and countries that I've already visited. And what's been sort of constant is flicking through my Facebook feed is the ridiculousness that is Donald Trump and his behaviour and his administration. And I'm not going to get super political on you, but what I've found is that it's made me quite reflective, because nearly every single section of my feed is littered with things about him. So I've been writing, and I've been exploring, all of the things that have happened to me, and I've been traveling on and off for a while now. And what's, constant, no matter where I go, is this human kindness that I come across of people of all religions, all races, and all, age groups and walks of life. And people just want to help me. I was in tiny little towns in India last month, and all people wanted to do was feed me and tell me about their culture and take me to see something incredible. And I was in super cities in China, and again, the curious looks and the with a little bit of prompting. G'day Shell, how are ya? G'day Richo, welcome to Beirut. I'm just walking around inside my Airbnb bedroom because it didn't like it out on the balcony. But yeah, so these people just want to tell me about their culture, and they just want to help me. And I don't know if I look hopeless, but I like to think that I'm a bit of a traveller these days, and I can get myself about the place. But people tend to swarm to help me, and I'll help you buy a ticket, and I'll help you get a taxi. And most of the time I'm good, Google translating my way through it. But thanks for your assistance. And so it sort of brought me to reflect on what is happening in the US, because I'm here in Beirut because last minute I was supposed to be in the US, and I just didn't feel like I fancied it. I just didn't feel like I wanted to go there at this particular time. And a lot of my network said, you know, just get over there, support the American people. I thought, you know what, I don't want to. I don't want to go there. And so I had a week up my sleeve before I go to Brazil. And I was thinking, you know, where am I going to head to? And Abdel and his mates took me into the desert this week in Dubai, and it was incredible, honestly. The sand dunes in the middle of the night are just spectacular. It smelled like camels, which you would think is a bad thing, but it made me feel like I was, you know, having a little Arabian experience. And hi, Mum, how you going? And so we were there, and there was about 9 or 10 of us, I guess. And there was a gentleman and his wife, Allah, from Lebanon. And he said, you should go to Beirut. Hi, Millie. Hi, Joshy. You should go to Lebanon. It's, you know, rich in religious history. It's, you know, 50% Christian, 50% Muslim. There's 23 different religions that all exist in harmony there. Get yourself out there. So I thought, all right. So I booked it the next day, which is why I'm here. And those sorts of situations happen to me all the time, where I'm just speaking to people and they suggest a town, and off I go. And when I get to these places, the welcome that I receive is just as warm as, you know, the person promoting that place. And it's so, you know, heartwarming to hear people just rave about their country and rave about their town, and you've got to eat this and you've got to go there. And I've got lists and lists and lists of things to do. So, you know, this catastrophe is a bit exaggerated. I'll try and be reasonable. The ridiculousness of the situation that is happening in the US at the moment, I think is drawing out a couple of camps of people. And one of those camps, you know, I refer to as maybe perhaps the weaker camp of people who, you know, support the tyranny either through their ignorance or their hateful heart or, you know, misjudgment. That's my opinion to have. So there it is. And then there's the other really large majority of people around the world. And I've been speaking to people about religion, but, you know, he's been coming up a lot in China, in India, in Dubai, you know, everywhere I go, you know, he's at the top of people's agendas at the moment. And there's a massive outpouring of humanity, of people uniting together against his behaviour and uniting for the world, uniting for the US, uniting for cultural inclusion. And it's absolutely brilliant to see. And, you know, I flew off my handle when he was first elected. Are you back? Oh dear. Yes, so God works mysterious ways. Like when I'm trying to rant on about how fabulous God is, my connection cuts out. So that's funny as well. But I just wanted to ask you guys this week, being live again, you know, what are your thoughts on humanity? You know, when have you seen something this week? Or g'day, Nick, how you going? You know, what have you witnessed in the last couple of weeks that has filled your heart with warmth? What is something that you've seen, or a response to something? It doesn't have to be, you know, what's happening in the US, just in general, because, you know, I'm here in Beirut because I met a very charismatic Lebanese man in the desert 2 days ago who said, get yourself to Beirut, and I'm here. And Sana, my wonderful host, is out there cooking me something delicious. And, yeah, it's a new adventure for me. And that's just because of, you know, open heart, open minds and open conversations. So, you know, I just want to encourage you to have those conversations with people and, you know, share your stories with me about what you've seen in the last week or two, or something that, you know, maybe you've gone outside of your comfort zone. I certainly never thought that I would head to Lebanon on my own with my backpack. but I think the kindness of strangers rings through every time, and it doesn't matter what colour they are or where they're from or who they believe in or what they worship or what they don't worship. Because when I was in the desert with 9 Muslims, mainly from Morocco and Lebanon, and there was a lady from Ethiopia, we're all just people. People are just people, and I think that the world's starting to realise that, and there's always going to be destruction and war and famine and disease and horrible things to worry about, but I just wanted to focus on the fabulous things that have been happening around the world this week. One commentary that I heard was a comedian in the US who was saying, well, thank you very much, President Trump, because last week I was in the airport and I witnessed, Southern Americans, not South Americans, but Americans from the South stood around a group of Muslims, allowing them to pray in the airport, which is a long, long way from, some of the experiences that people have had in airports in the last 10 years. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up today, and I'm going to love you and leave you early. I'm sorry it's a bit of a crackly and crappy broadcast today. The connection is really bad, but I will be spending the week in Beirut, and I encourage you to send me your stories, pop your comments below, because I'll be coming to you live from Dubai next week when I'm on my way to Brazil for Carnival. And lastly, I just want to do a little bit of a plug of my YouTube channel, because I've now uploaded all of the Facebook Lives to the Theunlikelypilgrim YouTube channel, and I've started a new series which will be launching this week of Google translating about God. So keep your eye out for that, subscribe, send it to your mates, and yeah, thanks for bearing with me this morning in this really crackly connection in Beirut. Have a wonderful Sunday.